Now if I just hit play and see that everything works, so it's a same game and it's the same weapon. Right click, nothing's happening because we don't have anything yet. So everything works. So we can now proceed with creating the input binding for the secondary mouse, secondary fire. So again, going over to the input section, and inside the action mapping, you have the primary fire, crouch and sprint and all of that. I'm going to hit the plus key to add a new one, and I'm going to call this secondary fire. Okay, and of course, this is going to be for the primary fire. You have the left mouse button and the right trigger, and this would be the right mouse button, and the left trigger, gamepad left trigger. Everything's good. Now you don't have to save those because this is the project settings. So you know what? Instead of secondary fire, I'm not going to name the secondary fire. I'm going to say aim down sights. Okay, that's a better word instead of calling it secondary fire. So now when I go back here and inside the player character, and so we have all of this set up. Of course, we will change. I think I'll change my camera a little bit, move this back a little bit, I guess. Side camera and just move this back. I think we'll fix that later. But for now, in event graph, so inside input binding, so you have primary fire. So right here, I'm gonna move these guys a bit up, okay, and zoom in here and look for aim down sights. So I need this input action, aim down sights. And the simple thing we're gonna do is this is already deactivated, okay, because we have turned the auto activate off. But this is already activated, or the auto activate it. This is the first camera to get activated, and this is going to be deactivated. So the simplest thing we can do is just drag in the follow camera or the main camera that we have and type in deactivate, okay, and connect this, and then bring our iron sight camera, okay, and just say activate, okay, and connect these two guys. As simple as that. Maybe this can come down here, okay, and when I hit compile, save, and when I hit play now, so if I move here and I hit right click, there you go. So now it's actually looking through the iron sights, but it's not perfect. That's something I'm not worried about right now, because at least it's going down the sights, it's looking through the camera, and maybe I can aim it better. Anyways, so at least the basic function is done. Now all we have to do is position the camera and tweak a little more things to make it look good. So before we actually go back and work around with the camera positioning, which is the easy part, or it's just a lengthy part or more like a mundane task, but let's first also, so right now if I hit play and if I right click, and it does that, but it stays there. Okay, I want to change that. In fact, when I release my right click, I do not want it to I want it to go back to its normal state. So I'm going to move this and this to the right, okay, and maybe increase the height of this and move this guy further up, okay, and this guy can now move up here. And the first thing is I need to bring this guy down, okay, and for the released, this will be the exact opposite. So the first is the iron sight camera will get deactivated instead of activated. So I'll say deactivate, okay, and move it here like that. And the follow camera will instead be activated. It's exact reverse of what is happening, like that. All lined up all lined up fine. Now compile, save, hit play, and right click, and I got it pressed, release it, it's back there. Okay, so let's try it again. So if I run around and I right click and I leave it, okay, so that should work. All right, so now what we'll do is we'll start positioning our camera for our Einsight camera. So right now, if you notice, the best way to do it is, in fact, I can see that. Maybe go down, scroll down. I think go to the right, like that. And if I hit play now, if I do that, and I think that's a little better, maybe a little towards the right, looking good. Maybe I'll just see it from here. Let me try again. A little towards the right. Yeah, so that is like that. A little too much. Now I think it should be okay. I believe maybe a little down. I don't know. Play. Perfect. I still don't feel that it is. It needs to move to the left. That is to the left a little bit. How about this? I believe now it's fine. This looks about right. That's great. And I release it, and I can, of course, I shouldn't be able to run around, but that will be changed. We'll fix that later on. But for now, we have this Einsight feature working, and of course, I release it, and it goes back to its normal site, and I right click, and it goes back. It takes up the Einsight. So pretty good, not bad at all. Maybe I should be bringing this a little more closer, like this, then I can aim better. Yeah. So if I want to hit, let's say, let me place something. Let's say I place something here. I'll just Alt, move this up, here, and if I hit end, this is 111. No, let me say 0.5.5.5. Okay, so let's say if I want to aim at this, let's see if I am able to do it. If I just hit end, I don't know if I will even be able to see it, so I'll put it here, hit play, and it's working. Okay, that's great. So I'm able to aim properly, and of course I should be able to run. And when you're running and you're aiming, obviously the accuracy goes down, which is fine, but I'm happy with the results so far. And of course, when we need to tweak later, we're going to do that. But for now, we have the Einsights covered. We also have a lot of other things covered. So now we're getting closer and closer to having a full-fledged FPS with Einsights on, and with firing, and with sprinting, with crouching and all that. So we're heading in the right direction. So that's about it for this video, where we took care of the Einsights, and I'll see you